Good morning, traders. So let's get cracking with the Aussie this morning. Now, on the weekly, there are two things which I'm very interested in. Now, the first one is this downward trend line. Now, we broke it and we've pretty much retested it. So if we stay above this, that will confirm the retest of the downward trend line on the weekly. So if this weekly bar finishes green and towards the upside, you can pretty much take it as confirmation of this trend line being broken. Okay, now the other thing that I just want to point out is we may very well have formed a new bottom trend line. Okay, and I want to just copy that. Okay, and pretty much a channel. Okay, so a bull channel. So there's a very distinct possibility that this is what is playing out at the moment. And then the next thing I want us to just keep in the back of our minds is this range. So this range bar has pretty much been it's been broken to the upside, and it hasn't really had a decent close below the bottom of the range bar. Okay, it's been tested, but it hasn't really had a decent close below. And I just want to, so we just need to put this swing low in here. So this swing low here. Okay, because I think that's pretty much where we turned. So let's just head to the daily. Okay, so you'll notice, not exact, but you see the idea of the channel. We've got this is the new trend line, and at the top of the channel. So let's just get rid of that. So for the daily, what we have is two bullish signals here. So firstly, we did come back and test this area. In actual fact, it was this area here, so which is pretty close to the weekly line, but you always want to line them up with the lower time frame. So that is the area that we came to test on Friday and where we turned. Okay, so a couple of things here. So we've pretty much got we're testing the bottom of the range. We're on the bottom of the range. We haven't got a daily close below it, which is a positive sign. So in other words, this range is still intact. We have managed to close above the 200 EMA, and I still believe, and I think if we just tidy this line up, and we take it from there to there, okay, we can pretty much say at this intersecting trend line here, we've had buyer step in. Okay, so we've got bottom of the range, we've got this trend line, and then we've got this support line, and then we've got this downward trend line. So we've got quite a bit happening here. So there's nothing else that I can see here on the daily. Inside bar, on trend, on support, trend break retest, and a break through the 200 EMA. There's a lot of bullish signals here. Let's have a look at the 4 hour, and you'll see from the 4 hour perspective, we've had a inside bar, confusion bar, and then we've had this pin bar range bar. We've also had some diversions pretty much from this swing low. So you can see how, not from there, from there. You can see how the MACD is pointing to the upside while price is pointing to the downside. And linked to this, okay, is a wedge break. Okay, so you can see we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the bottom, and we've had, yes, 1, 2, 3, and then a break on the top. So that's a pretty well-defined wedge with diversions. Okay, with diversions at support and also a trend line break retest as well as the bottom of a range. So this is a very bullish signal. So what do I want to do with it? I want to do it on the 2 hour. We want to look at it on the 1 hour. So what I'm looking for is obviously continuation of this. I'm looking for this wedge break to continue to the upside. We've already on the hour broken through the red line, and that is a pretty good signal. Okay, you see how the divergence is pretty strong here. So what I'm looking for is a long, and the long I'm looking for ideally would be on a retest of this break, but you know, the chances are we're not going to get it because we've got so much happening at this area. We may get it, but I somehow doubt it. So what I'm going to be looking for is just look slightly at a lower time frame. And if I look at the 30 minutes in this scenario, you'll see how we are in a Bollinger Squeeze and we're starting to break up. So the logical place here is going to be somewhere around here. Okay, that's kind of going to be the area that you are going to be looking for an entry. We may not even get that. So what may happen is it may just hover here and then pull to the upside. So then what you're going to be doing is you're going to be watching these tails, because this is the breakout. You can see there's a tail. Okay, so this is the breakout. So we could just get a retest of the breakout, and that might be pretty much the entry. You're going to have to watch price action here to see what happens. Okay, a break below this level, all bets are off. Then you can start expecting moves to the downside. But I wouldn't take the shorts on the break. I would wait for a retest of the break. Okay, so the reason for that is just, you know, what may happen is there may be a fake out to the bottom here, and then another push to the upside, because the fake out would be a retest of this wedge break. So I would be very careful of taking a short on a break here. So that's my play for the Aussie. It's pretty much long. And the question is, where do we get in? So you know, I'd like to see us, first prize for me would definitely be something down here. Okay, so anything retesting this pin bar on this support line, retesting the wedge break, would be first prize for me. Whether we're going to get it or not is another story. So we're going to have to watch price action, but this to me is a swing setup, by the way. So, and the reason why I say that is I'll just come back to the 4 hour. Is I'm of the opinion that this is our new channel. Okay, you can see how these you see how we touch it there, touch it there. If I move the line down here, I've got multiple touches on this level. So there's a lot happening in this sort of channel. So that is my opinion right now, is we're looking for a move to the upside, and we need a break of this 38.2, which is this previous high here. Okay, and we also do have a couple of magnets to the upside. So we've got a daily gap here, we've got top of range, we have a massive pin bar here, and we've got a daily gap as well. So we've got two pretty big magnets here. And we also have, although that is still far away, it's just we've got another pin bar here. You see this tail here. Okay, and then we have a daily gap way up at the top here as well. And that pin bar still also not being challenged. So we've got quite a bit of And you can see how the range break targets line up with those areas as well. So that's my play for the day. Well, pretty much for the week is I'll be looking for an entry, and then hopefully be able to hold this entry for 53,000. So that's kind of what we're looking for. Anyway, guys, hope that helps, and I will catch you guys later.